So we're on question 2 of the rotating shapes exercise from MyiMaths, and it's carrying out rotations. So we've got to do the actual rotations ourselves. It says drag the dots to form a new triangle under the following rotations. You may wish to copy the diagram and do it on paper first. So that's exactly what I've done. I'm going to do it on paper first and then transfer my answers to the relevant box on MyiMaths. So I'm going to take each excuse me, I'm going to take each point in the triangle ABC and rotate it around this point P. So of course I could just do a thing with tracing paper where I trace the shape out and then turn it 90 and 180 degrees. That would be pretty easy, but instead I'm going to do it by constructing this mathematically with geometric apparatus. Okay, so I'm going to start by rotating the first one, which is A. So P is the center of rotation, so the point of my compass is going to go on the center of rotation, and my pencil is going to go to point A. And then it says I've got to do a 90-degree clockwise rotation with the center at P. Okay, so I've got the center at P, and point A has got to be rotated somewhere along that line until it's come through 90 degrees. So I'll just get my angle measurer with the center at the center of rotation. So we're starting on 0, and then we're going through 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 degrees is out here. So if I just draw a line where 90 is to the center of rotation, that's my 90 degrees. So point A is going to go along this line until it's gone through 90 degrees, so it's going to end up on there. If you do these completely accurately, they should all end up on the grid squares, because the grid squares are at 90 degrees to each other. So a 90-degree rotation should have everything landing on the grid squares. Okay, so point A goes round here through 90 degrees, and then it becomes point A dash in the rotation. So I'm going to do that with all the shapes. I better rub out some of these construction lines, because it is going to get very cluttered very quickly otherwise. Trying not to smudge stuff I've just done with ink that's still wet. Whoops, never mind. Should have used a different kind of pen. Okay, so that's supposed to be a dash. I just smudged the dash and it's there. Just get rid of some of that stuff. Then I'm going to do the same with point C. So I'll start with point B, because go in alphabetical order. So point B is there at the moment. I'm going to stick my compass point at the center of rotation, and then my pencil where point B is, and then point B is going to get rotated through this line until it's traveled 90 degrees. Actually, a really easy way of measuring 90 degrees is I've got one of these and they're 90 degrees. So I can just stick that on there and see where the 90 degrees is. And it comes out over there. So that's point B getting rotated round there until it's gone through 90 degrees, and then it becomes point B dash. So I'll just again rub out all my working lines. And then finally I'll do point C. Let's get rid of some of that. So point C again is going to get rotated 90 degrees. So I will put my compass point on the center of rotation, my pencil at point C, draw a little arc there. Oh, I forgot to draw a line from the center of rotation to point C so that I can measure my 90 degrees. So from where I started here, with the center of rotation there, my point C is going to go round here until it's rotated through 90 degrees. So I'll just measure that 90 degrees with the 90 degrees on there. That's a nice easy way to do it. And then my point C is going to end up over there. So point C gets rotated through 90 degrees and it ends up over there and it becomes point C dash. So my new rotated shape, should be using a ruler for this really, but it's just rough work, ends up over there, A dash, B dash, C dash. So I'll just drag the dots into those places on the grid. So I just need to count these along. So A is 1 down from where C is, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 along from there. So 1 down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's fallen off. Try again. There we are. And then C is just 2 along from it. So C dash is over there. And then B is just 1 above C. So I'll put B dash there. And then if I've got this right, C should be 3 along and 2 up from the center of rotation, which it also is in my diagram. So I'm happy with that. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one, EFG. So I'll do it a bit quicker now. So I'll start with E, a line from E to the center of rotation, which is called Q here. And then E is just going to get rotated 180 degrees. Well, 180 degrees doesn't matter whether it's clockwise or anti-clockwise because it's just half the way around the circle. And in fact, I know 180 degrees is just a straight line. So my grid squares that are already on here can help me with that. In fact, I can see that line's just a little bit off that I've just done. So I'll have another go at that. So I'll make sure that's completely in the center of rotation. I'll make sure my pencil's properly on E. And then if I turn it around, I can see it's going to end up there. I can see that's half a turn, 180 degrees. And the grid lines that I've already got are helping me with that because 180 degrees is a straight line. So E is going over to there and becoming E dash. Okay, rub out all my rough lines and let's have a look at point F here. So I'm going to draw a line from the center of rotation to point F, put my compass point on the center of rotation, put my pencil point on F, and then F has got to rotate through 180 degrees. It doesn't matter whether it's clockwise or anti-clockwise. So point F, I'm turning it round and round and round and round till it gets to 180 degrees. And I mean, actually 180 degrees is just a straight line. So I can just draw a straight line there. And that's going to tell me where F ends up. Should end up just on the corner there. My arc wasn't that good, but it should end up the same distance away on the other side from the center of rotation. So F goes up there and becomes F dash. Let's rub out some of these construction lines. And then let's just do G. I've kind of smudged my work there, but it is only rough. So G, a pencil line from G to the center of rotation. get my compass point at the center of rotation and my pencil point on G. Then I'm going to turn point G around and around and around, and it's got to go through 180 degrees. So again, 180 degrees is just half the circle, so I can just kind of carry on this line to the other side until I get where G is supposed to be, which is up there, G dash. So because I knew that 180 degrees is just the same as a straight line, I just did a straight line across there to measure 180 degrees. Okay, so just doing this in rough, that's where my shape should go, E dash, F dash, G dash. So I'll drag those points onto my grid. So E dash was just over there, F dash was 2 along and 4 up from there, which is there, I believe. And then that's, have I gone too far? No, that's right. And then G dash was just 2 across from that. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to mark it. And did we get it all right? Yes, we did.